Commercial property in Portsmouth, maritime and retail focus. Portsmouth, the city where the sea meets the skyline, and where commercial property has a personality of its own. If you've ever wandered down Gunwharf Quays on a Saturday afternoon, dodging shoppers with 4 Primark bags and a coffee in each hand, you already know. This city doesn't sit still, and neither does its commercial property market. So, what's really going on behind those glossy retail fronts and salty-aired warehouse parks? Let me break it down, with a few stories, a couple of eyebrow raisers, and some real talk. Portsmouth's maritime identity, more than just ships and docks. Let's start with the obvious. Portsmouth's maritime heritage isn't just a postcard image. It's baked into the city's economy. The naval base, HMNB Portsmouth, is still one of the biggest employers here, and that trickles out into a surprisingly rich web of industrial and logistics properties. I once helped lease a 12,000 square foot industrial unit on the edge of Portchester. Not glamorous, but vital. It ended up going to a marine engineering firm that had been subcontracting on parts for the Royal Navy. That deal came through in under 10 days, speed unheard of in some parts of the country. But here, maritime urgency is a thing, and here's the kicker. Because of that naval presence, the surrounding logistics scene is booming. Small distribution units, port-adjacent warehousing, last-mile delivery hubs, they're not just holding up, they're becoming the core of the city's commercial landscape. Retail, Gunwharf Quays, high streets, and local curiosities. Now, let's talk retail. Gunwharf Quays is still the jewel in the crown. Premium outlets, waterfront dining, a casino for when someone gets too confident after a few Proseccos. It drives serious footfall. But, and it's a big but, the high streets are another story. I recently worked with a small chain of boutique homeware shops looking to open in Southsea. Not a huge budget, but big dreams. We toured 6 properties. 3 had been vacant for over a year. Why? Rents had been stuck in pre-COVID fantasy land. Owners still wanted 2019 rates. But eventually, we found a quirky double-fronted unit tucked between a record shop and a vegan bakery. Yes, very Southsea. Signed at 25% below asking. They're thriving now. Instagrammable as hell, too. And that's the point. While big box retail's wobbling, niche independents are carving out personality-driven spaces. Especially in Southsea, Fratton, and surprisingly, North End. Yep, North End is getting cool again. Sort of. Office space. Still WFH fallout? Quick one on office space. It's slow. I won't sugarcoat it. In 2023, inquiries dipped. And in 2024, they haven't exactly bounced. Businesses are still testing hybrid setups. And let's face it, Portsmouth isn't a white-collar HQ kind of town. But there's hope. Smaller, flexible spaces are being carved out in former retail units. Think upstairs above the shop co-working, not Canary Wharf clones. I toured a weird but wonderful space above a former furniture shop, now a hub for 3 freelancers, a crypto bro, obviously, and someone running an online pet supply store. Not your typical office vibe, but hey, it works. So, where's the buzz in 2025? If you're watching the trends, here's where I'd keep my eyes. Fratton and Hilsea industrial zones, still solid returns, especially for last-mile logistics. Converted retail to resi, especially where upper floors go unused. I'm seeing local investors jump in. Mixed use in Southsea, the blend of lifestyle retail, creative units, and upstairs flats is a goldmine. Micro retail in old arcades, quirky shops, local artists, coffee roasters. Yes, it's niche, but it's so Portsmouth. Oh, and just a personal note. If someone offers you a great deal on a 1960s built office block with development potential, ask to see the surveys. I got burned once by a basement that flooded every full moon. Well, nearly. Lesson learned. Always check the drains. And maybe bring a pair of wellies, just in case. That's Portsmouth for you. Salty, scrappy, and somehow always ahead of the curve when no one's looking.